So yesterday I told you gram atomic mass is the mass of 1 mole atoms of the element. यानी ग्राम एटॉमिक मास ऑफ एन एलिमेंट इज द मास ऑफ 1 mole atoms, and 1 mole atoms contain these many atoms. That is, this number is also called Avogadro numbers. For example, if we take gram atomic mass of sodium, that is 23 gram, and this 23 gram sodium contains 6.022 into 10 power 23 sodium atoms. In the same way, gram atomic mass of carbon, that is also C12 isotope, so that is 12 gram, and 12 gram carbon contain these many carbon atom, yani 6.022 into 10 power 23 carbon atoms. Likewise, we know the gram atomic mass of magnesium is 24 gram, and 24 gram magnesium also contain these many magnesium atom, yani 6.022 into 10 power 23 magnesium atoms. Likewise, we know the gram molecular mass of carbon dioxide is 44 gram, and yesterday I told you 44 gram of carbon dioxide contain these many carbon dioxide molecules. It is the gram molecular mass of carbon dioxide, that is 44 gram, and 44 gram of carbon dioxide contains 6.022 into 10 power 23 carbon dioxide molecules. And likewise, if I say the gram molecular mass of water is 18 gram, so 18 gram water contain these many water molecules. So here you see this 12 gram of carbon contain these many carbon atoms. 23 gram of sodium contain these many sodium atoms. 24 gram of magnesium contain these many magnesium atoms. 44 gram of carbon dioxide contain these many carbon dioxide molecules, and 18 gram of water contain these many molecules of water. So on the basis of this discussion, we can say, we can define mole, and we can give SI definition of mole. So we can say the amount of substance, that can be either element or a compound in grams, which contains as many elementary particles. These elementary particles can be either atoms or we can say molecules, as carbon atoms are present in 12 gram of carbon, and that is also C12 isotope, is called 1 mole of substance. 1 mole of substance. So here I will repeat the amount of a substance. Substance can be either element or a compound, that is in grams, which contain as many elementary particles, yani atom or molecule, as carbon atom are present in 12 gram of carbon. 12 gram of carbon, and you have to take 12 gram of C12 isotope of carbon, and that amount can be called 1 mole of the substance. And from earlier discussion, it was clear that 23 gram of sodium contain as many sodium atom as carbon atom are present in 12 gram of carbon. So this 23 gram sodium can be called 1 mole of sodium. Likewise, 24 gram of magnesium contain as many magnesium atom as carbon atom are present in 12 gram of carbon. So this 24 gram of magnesium can be called 1 mole of magnesium. Likewise, 44 gram of carbon dioxide contain as many carbon dioxide molecule as carbon atom are present in 12 gram of carbon. So this 44 gram of carbon dioxide can also be called 1 mole of carbon dioxide. And likewise, 18 gram of water contain as many water molecules as carbon atom are present in 12 gram of carbon. So this 18 gram water can be called 1 mole of water. Once again you see 23 gram sodium is 1 mole of sodium, and we know 23 gram is a gram atomic mass of sodium. So 1 mole of sodium is weighing equal to its gram atomic mass. 1 mole of magnesium is weighing equal to its gram atomic mass. 1 mole of carbon dioxide is weighing equal to its gram molecular mass, and 1 mole of water is weighing equal to its gram molecular mass. So I can say 1 mole of atoms of any element weighs equal to gram atomic mass of element, and 1 mole of molecules of any element or compound weighs equal to gram molecular mass of the substance. Or in general I can say 1 mole of a substance will be equal to either gram atomic mass or gram molecular mass of the substance. The 1 mole of any substance will be equal to, that will be weight equal to gram atomic mass or gram molecular mass of the substance. When we are talking about 1 mole atoms of an element, it will be equal to gram atomic mass of that element. And when we are talking about 1 mole molecules of an element or compound, so that will be weight equal to gram molecular mass of that substance. For example, one more thing you see. So I can say 1 mole of sodium. We know sodium consists of sodium atoms. So 1 mole of sodium will be equal to gram atomic mass of sodium, and that is equal to 23 gram. So I can say 1 mole of sodium will be weighing 23 gram. Yani mass of 1 mole of sodium will be 23 gram. If I take 1 mole of magnesium, so that will be equal to gram atomic mass of magnesium, and that is 24 gram. Likewise, if I say 1 mole of iron will weigh 56 gram, that is the gram atomic mass of iron. And if I say 1 mole of carbon dioxide, so it will be 44 gram, and 1 mole of water, that will be 18 gram. 1 mole of carbon dioxide is weighing equal to gram molecular mass of carbon dioxide. Here 1 mole of carbon dioxide is weighing equal to gram molecular mass of carbon dioxide, and that is 44 gram. And 1 mole of water is weighing equal to its gram molecular mass, and gram molecular mass of water is 18 gram. One more thing you see. I want to make one more thing clear. If we take 1 mole of oxygen, so we have to specify either we are talking about 1 mole of oxygen atoms or 1 mole of oxygen molecules. So if we take 1 mole of oxygen atoms, so that will be equal to gram atomic mass of oxygen, that is 16 gram. But if we take about, we are talking about 1 mole of oxygen molecules, So that will be equal to gram molecular mass of oxygen, and that is 32 gram. Yani 1 mole of oxygen atoms are weighing 16 gram and 1 mole of oxygen molecules are weighing 32 gram. But if simply I say 1 mole of oxygen and I will not specify it is either atom or molecule, so I will say it is 32 gram. 1 mole of oxygen, because oxygen in nature exists in diatomic form. We have to take natural form of oxygen, and in nature oxygen occur in molecular form, and each molecule of oxygen contains 2 oxygen atoms. So 1 mole of oxygen will be taken as 32 gram, not 16 gram. But if I take 1 mole of oxygen atom, it will be 16 gram, and 1 mole of oxygen molecules will be 32 gram. But when atom or molecule are not specified properly, so we have to take 1 mole of oxygen equal to its gram molecular mass, because oxygen occur in nature in a molecular form. Likewise, you see 1 mole of hydrogen atoms weight equal to gram atomic mass of hydrogen, that is almost 1 gram. But 1 mole of hydrogen molecules will be weighing equal to gram molecular mass of hydrogen, that is almost 2 gram. But if I say 1 mole of hydrogen, so that will be 2 gram only, because hydrogen also occur in nature in molecular form or in diatomic form. Likewise, if I say 1 mole of silver, so we know silver occur in atomic form, there will be silver atoms, and gram atomic mass of silver is 108 gram. So 1 mole of silver will be equal to 108 gram. Likewise, 1 mole of copper will be 63.5 gram. But if we have some compound, so it will be either in its molecular form or in the form of formula units. So I will say 1 mole of carbon dioxide will be 44 gram, 1 mole of water will be 18 gram, yeah, 1 mole of sulfuric acid will be 98 gram. Because the gram formula mass या gram molecular mass of sulfuric acid is 98 gram. Here we will understand how we can calculate moles of a substance if its mass is given. So if I say how many moles of water are present in 90 gram of water. Suppose we have a sample of 90 gram water. So how many moles of water are present? So here you see, we know 18 gram water is 1 mole of water, because 1 mole of water is weight equal to its gram molecular mass, and gram molecular mass of water is 18 gram. So 1 gram water will be equal to 1 by 18 mole, and 90 gram water will be 1 by 18 into 90, so I can say 5 mole. So here you see, while calculating number of mole of water, we divided total mass of water by its gram molecular mass. So we can just use the formula number of moles of a substance will be equal to given mass of substance divided by either its gram atomic mass or gram molecular mass. When we have to calculate number of moles of atoms, so given mass we have to divide by gram atomic mass, and when we have to calculate number of moles of molecules, so given mass has to be divided by gram molecular mass. And you have to think whether the substance occur in atomic form or in molecular form. Like water will be in molecular form. So while calculating number of mole of water, this mass of water will be divided by gram molecular mass of water. So this numerical we can simply solve. Number of moles of water will be given mass of water, that is 90 gram, and gram molecular mass of water, that is 18. So 90 by 18, it will be 5 mole. 5 mole of water. Likewise, if I say how many moles of sodium atoms are present in a piece of sodium weighing 4.6 gram. Yani we have a piece of sodium and its mass is 4.6 gram. So how many sodium atoms are present? Not how many moles of sodium atom are present. So we know mass of sodium that is given to us is 4.6 gram, and gram atomic mass of sodium, that is 23 gram per mole, I can write. So number of moles of sodium will be equal to given mass divided by its gram molecular mass. These many gram divided by gram per mole, so it will be, I can write 0.2 mole. So there are 0.2 mole, 0.2 mole of sodium in a piece of sodium that is weighing 4.6 gram. So if mass of substance is given, so we can calculate number of moles by dividing given mass by gram atomic mass or gram molecular mass. Like if I say how many moles of carbon dioxide present in 8.8 gram of carbon dioxide sample. And we have 8.8 gram of carbon dioxide sample, a sample of carbon dioxide that is weighing 8.8 gram, and how many moles of carbon dioxide are there. So we know the mass of carbon dioxide that is given to us, that is 8.8 gram, and gram molecular mass of carbon dioxide, I think that you know, 14 plus 32, 44 gram per mole. So I can calculate number of moles of carbon dioxide in given sample. So given mass 8.8 divided by its molecular mass 44. So I can write it will be 0.2 mole. 0.2 mole. Now one more thing is done. One more thing we will understand in mole concept. We know mole is used as a counting unit also. For example, 1 mole of atoms means these many atoms. Like if I say 1 mole of sodium atoms, what does it mean? It means there are 6.022 into 10 power 23 sodium atoms. Likewise, 1 mole of oxygen atoms mean I can say these many oxygen atoms. Likewise, if I say 1 mole of oxygen molecules, it will be 6.022 into 10 power 23 oxygen molecules. Likewise, if I say 1 mole of electron, so that will be also 6.022 into 10 power 23 electrons. These many particles equal to Avogadro number is called 1 mole particles. 1 mole of atom of any element will be these many atoms, 6.022 into 10 power 23 atom. And if we have these many molecules, so that can be called 1 mole molecules. Like 1 mole oxygen atom mean these many oxygen atom, and 1 mole molecules mean these many oxygen molecules. And if I say 1 mole of electron, so that is also 6.022 into 10 power 23 electron. So now you see, if I say, if we have 10 power 20 atoms of sodium, so how many moles of sodium are present in this sample of sodium? Yani if I say how many moles of sodium atoms are present in a sample of sodium which contains 10 power 20 sodium atoms. So we know these many atoms, yani 6.022 into 10 power 23 sodium atoms will be equal to 1 mole of sodium. So 1 atom of sodium will be equal to 1 divided by this number, and 10 power 20 atoms will be equal to 1 divided by 6.022 into 10 power 23 into 10 power 20. So I can write it will be 1 divided by 6.022 into 10 power 3. That can be written further 1 divided by 6.022 into 10 power minus 3 mole. So these many mole of sodium atom are present in a sample of sodium which contain these many sodium atoms. So here you see, when number of particles of a substance are given and we have to convert them in mole, so given number of particles we have to divide by Avogadro number. So direct formula we can write number of moles of a substance. If we have to calculate from given particle, so we will say given number of particles divide by 6.022 into 10 power 23, and that can be called Avogadro's number. So this is the second formula for calculating number of moles. Earlier I told, if mass of substance is given, so given mass we have to divide by gram atomic mass or gram molecular mass for calculating the number of mole. And if number of atom or molecule are given and we have to calculate number of mole, so given number of atom or molecule we have to divide by Avogadro number for calculating number of moles. And we have to remember 1 mole particle is always equal to Avogadro number of particles. 1 mole of particles is always equal to Avogadro number of particles, and Avogadro number is this one, that is 6.022 into 10 power 23. Now using these two concepts, we can calculate number of atoms, number of molecules or any other particle in given mass of substance. For example, if I ask how many water molecules are present in a drop of water weighing 0.05 gram. There is a small drop of water and its mass is 0.05 gram, and we have to calculate how many water molecules are present in this drop of water. So here mass of water is given. So first we can calculate number of mole of water. So we know mass of water given is 0.05 gram and gram molecular mass of water, I think that you already know, that is 18 gram per mole. So I will calculate number of moles of water. It is the number of moles of water molecules. So given mass 0.05 divided by 18, that is the number of mole. And we know 1 mole of water contain 6.022 into 10 power 23 water molecules. I think you know 1 mole of any substance contain these many atom or molecule. So 1 mole of water will contain 6.022 into 10 power 23 water molecule. So we have to calculate number of water molecule in these many mole of water. So number of water molecules will be 0.05 by 18, that is the number of mole of water multiplied by this Avogadro number, because 1 mole of water contains these many water molecules. So how many water molecule will be in 0.05 by 18 mole of water? This decimal we can remove. This can be taken as 6. So it is 5 by 3 into 10 power 21. So I can write 1.66 into 10 power 21 molecules of water are present. So in this sum, first we calculated number of mole of water, and from number of mole of water we calculated number of water molecules. So in such sum, first of all we will calculate number of moles, and then we will calculate number of molecule. One more thing, you see, in this sum I asked how many water molecule are present. So first we calculated number of water moles, mole of water, then water molecule. But in same sum, if I ask how many hydrogen atoms are present in a drop of water weighing this much, and we have to calculate number of hydrogen atoms. And we know one water molecule contains 2 hydrogen atoms. I think you know formula of water is H2O, and one water molecule contains 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. So you see, mass of water is given and number of hydrogen atoms are asked. So first we will calculate number of moles of water, then we can calculate number of water molecules, that will be this, and now the third step will be we can calculate number of hydrogen atoms, because each water molecule contains 2 hydrogen atoms. So these many water molecule will contain hydrogen atom, this multiplied by 2. Yani you will start, first you will calculate number of moles of water, then you will calculate number of water molecule, and third step will be number of hydrogen atoms. 1.66 into 10 power 21 multiplied by 2. So it will be 3.72 into 10 power 21 hydrogen atoms. Why I have multiplied this quantity by 2? Because each water molecule contains 2 hydrogen atoms. If I ask how many oxygen atoms are present in a drop of water weighing this much, so again first we will calculate number of mole of water, then number of water molecule. And we know each water molecule contains only 1 oxygen atom. So number of oxygen atom will be equal to number of water molecule only. So number of oxygen atom will be this multiplied by only 1. So value will come 1.66 into 10 power 21 oxygen atom. Likewise, if I ask how many total number of atoms are present, total number of atoms. So you see, one water molecule contains total 3 atoms, 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen. So first, from mass of water you will calculate number of mole, given mass divided by molecular mass of water. then you will calculate number of water molecules, and last, when you have to calculate total number of atoms, so number of water molecules will be multiplied by 3, because each water molecule contains 3 atoms, out of them 2 are hydrogen and 1 oxygen atom. So it will be 5 into 10 power 21 atoms. This is the total number of atoms. So from this example, I think many things you have understood. One more example. If I ask how many electrons are present in 6.4 gram of methane, how many electrons are present? Here neither methane molecule nor atom of carbon or atom of hydrogen are asked. Electrons are asked, and mass of methane is given. So from the mass of methane, first we will calculate number of mole of methane. From number of mole of methane, we will calculate number of methane molecule. Then we will see how many electrons are present in one molecule of methane. So first you see what is given, that is mass of methane, 6.4 gram, and we know gram molecular mass of methane is 12 plus 4, that is 16 gram per mole. So now we will calculate number of moles of methane, and it will be 6.4 by 16, it will be 0.4 mole, 0.4 mole. So now we will calculate number of methane molecules. So we know 1 mole of methane contains these many molecules, and there are 0.4 mole of methane. So this Avogadro number will be multiplied by 4, 0.4. So it will be into 10 power 22 molecules. This is the number of methane molecule. Now you see each methane molecule contains 1 carbon atom and 4 hydrogen atom. Atomic number of carbon is 6. Mean each carbon atom contains 6 electrons, and each hydrogen atom contains 1 electron, so 4 hydrogen atom will contain 4 electrons. So I can say 1 molecule of methane contains 10 electrons, 6 electrons of carbon and 4 electrons of 4 hydrogen. So how many total electrons will be there? The number of electrons will be number of methane molecule multiplied by 10, because each methane molecule contains 10 electrons. So it will be almost 2.4 into 10 power 23 electrons are present. So here you see whatever the number of particles, whether it is atom, molecule or electron, proton are asked. First of all, you to calculate number of mole of the substance from the given mass. Then you can calculate number of molecules, and from molecules you can calculate number of atoms or number of even electrons. Here one more problem I will solve here to make this concept clear, more clear. If I say how many neutrons are present in 7 milligram of C14, because you have to understand it properly, how many neutrons are present, and that is in 7 milligram of C14. Yani you have C14 isotope of carbon, and we know the gram atomic mass of C14 will be 14 gram per mole. So how we will calculate, you see, first of all, mass of C14 that is given to you 7 milligram, that can be written 7 by 1000 gram or 7 into 10 power minus 3 gram. That I can write. This given mass that is in milligram, you have to convert in gram. Then we know the gram atomic mass of C14 will be 14 gram per mole. Here you see, gram atomic mass of carbon I have taken 14 gram per mole, not 12 gram per mole, because C14 isotope of carbon is given. So now we will calculate number of moles of C14. So that is given mass divided by gram atomic mass. So it will be 1 by 2 into 10 power minus 3 mole. These many mole of carbon is there, and we know in C14 there will be carbon atoms. Carbon will be made up of carbon atoms. So these many moles of carbon atom we have. So we can calculate number of C14 atoms from number of mole. So number of mole are this multiplied by Avogadro number. So it will be 3.011 into 10 power 20 C14 atoms. What we have calculated? We have calculated number of carbon atom or number of C14 atoms in 7 milligram of carbon. But we have to calculate number of neutron. So you see, in carbon atom whose mass number is 40 and atomic number is 6, so each carbon atom has neutron 14 minus 6 yani 8. We know this 6 is atomic number, and atomic number is the number of proton present in nucleus of atom, and 14 is the mass number, that is the number of proton plus number of neutron in nucleus of the atom. So each carbon atom, each C14 atom has 8 neutron in its nucleus. So number of or total number of neutrons, if I calculate, so number of carbon atom multiplied by 8, so it will be 24.088 into 10 power 20, or I can write 2.4088 into 10 power 21 neutrons. So I think this concept of mole we have studied. I think you have understood also. Some more examples, some more concept related to mole concept we will explain in tomorrow's lecture. So okay, thank you.